That's right. Today we are making $1 million pasta. And I called it $1 million because if I had $1 for every time someone asked me for this, I would probably have $1 million. So that's why we've decided to name this $1 million pasta. I'm also wearing a microphone today, so maybe things will be a little bit better wise, like voice wise. A lot of people were, just kept telling me they couldn't hear very well and stuff. So I wanted to try this out. So give us a thumbs up if it's working. I don't know. I tried it out a couple times this week, but you never know. Things are always different. So, okay. So for this $1 million pasta, the way this came to be is kind of funny. We, of course, have classic dishes at the restaurant. And when we first opened up, and even still today, how many phone calls do we get saying, do you make baked spaghetti?
Too many.
It's incredible. So we don't know what it was, never heard of it. And we had a lot of people always asking us for it. So one guy even wrote on my tip line on the receipt one day, Google it and learn how to make baked spaghetti. I'm like, these guys are serious about their baked spaghetti. Here I am now, flash forward, maybe a year later, and I'm going to make you baked spaghetti. So I had to look and search and get the very best one for you guys. So here we go, and I hope a lot of people are going to like it. I already had somebody actually message me and ask me for the recipe because they wanted to make it for their kids tonight and didn't want to wait for the video. So I'm super excited. Okay, obviously baked spaghetti is going to have your simple pasta in it, which is spaghetti. And normal cooking times for spaghetti is like 8 minutes or so. So we're going to turn this up. We already have salted water. We're going to put it in the pot here. And this is one of my favorite brands of spaghetti is DiCecco. You can buy it anywhere. I actually just ran into Walmart and got it, so it's fine. No track today, huh?
He'll make an appearance.
He took off. He took off today. He's kind of mad, so he's mad at me. I'm so late today, so. All right, so.
Oh.
There he is. Okay, are we getting the thumbs up for the volume? Nobody said anything yet?
Beth got a thumbs up.
All right. Maybe it's working. Thanks, Beth. Okay, 2 swigs around in the pan for the olive oil is always what? 2 tablespoons. So right here I have a pound of ground beef and a pound of ground sausage. And this is the sausage, that's the beef. I went for the leanest because I don't want to have all that grease in the bottom of the pan. So I got 90, and this is just regular ground sausage. So I took this off a little bit because I don't want it to splat all over the place.
Okay, everyone says it's working.
Yay! Just from a little microphone. Oh my God. Can I just tell you guys, I literally got to Abby's house like 5 minutes ago because I was mailing out the cookbooks today. And the way I did it, it's probably not the best way to do it. So I live and learn. I put stamps on them all. All right, now it's going to get a little bit loud. All right, so we're going to brown this up. We're going to brown it together. Doesn't matter. We're just going to mix it all. And we're going to, while the spaghetti's cooking. There we go. And so all together, guys, we sold almost 200 cookbooks, I believe. And we still have them available at the restaurant. So you guys can come in and order them or come in and pick it up or order it. So we have them available. So I mailed them out today, and I'm so excited. But it was definitely a work of love, a labor of love. Okay, so I'm kind of breaking all this meat down together. And to it, I'm going to add some onions. So the recipe calls for a ½ cup of chopped onions. So they just go right on in like that. And this whole mixture together is probably going to take a good 5 minutes to cook down for the meat to no longer be pink and the onions to be translucent, like soft. In the meantime, we're going to cook our pasta. So everything's going to come together very at the same time perfectly, and then we're going to make this baked spaghetti. I'm going to move that out of the way, and what I'm going to add to this now, It's just a little tiny bit of garlic. I think the recipe called for like 2 tablespoons. So we're going to just put that in there. This is my favorite utensil again. And so this year for Mother's Day at the restaurant, on Sundays, we are always closed. So I wanted to keep that. I wanted to give my moms that work at the restaurant the day off also. So we are going to be closed, but we are offering the takeout meals. If anybody, wants a nice meal for mom, it's a tray of food with desserts and rolls and meatballs and a bottle of wine. We have that advertised on our page if anybody's interested in a meal deal for their mom or a friend or a sister or whatever, or just for yourself. I think one of my servers said she wanted to buy it for herself because she doesn't want to cook. So I don't blame her. Okay, so we got this going. We're going to add a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt in here. And then we're going to use an Italian seasoning. And that's basically all the spice that we need in here. I told my friend Rhett I would give him a shout out because this man is hounding me for baked spaghetti for how long? Since we've known him. I think he's doing it just to bust my chops, but I told him yesterday, I said, guess what I'm making? I'm making it just for you. So there we go. I know a lot of my northern friends agreed with me and said, we don't know what that is. We've never heard of it. Doesn't make it wrong. Just a difference, of cuisine from the north to the south. So now we're going to put the Italian seasoning in here. What's the matter, Trax? Did we wake you today? No walk for him today, so probably going to be getting hotter anyway. Okay, so this is cooking up. Almost all of the pink is out of it. We're going to give our spaghetti a swirl here. Cooking up really good. I could eat this just as it is. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
I love it like that. I don't know what's wrong with me. You're going to preheat your oven, guys, to 350 and get it hot while we are going. Okay, so while the meat is going, I'm going to show you the next step to this because it's almost like a lasagna type of thing. We're going to layer this. Would you get splatted?
Yeah.
She got to stay close to me now because I got the microphone wire. Okay. See, we don't have to drain this because I got the 90% lean meat. So there we go. I put in Italian seasoning. We just put in a half a teaspoon or teaspoon. I'm going to put the recipe up on my Facebook. And I have my other page, Let's Cook This. And so I've been putting all the videos and everything up on there. Okay, now we're ready to add in our sauce. So what we have, this is of course a meat cheese marinara, but you would get 1 jar of sauce, and I think it's says on here, I have the recipe right here. So you would get, it's 24 ounces. So this is just a normal size jar, that's all. And we're gonna pour it right in here. Okay, and to this, now I kept this in the can because I wanted you to see. To this, because we need a little more saucier. If we kept going, it's almost along the lines of a bolognese. So we want to make it just a little bit saucier. So to this, I'm going to add in, it's supposed to be 8 ounces of any type of tomato sauce. So I just got any type, just any normal kind. But this is a 16-ounce can. So I'm just going to use the half of this because it's only supposed to be 8. So that's about half there. Okay, so we're just going to let this go. We're going to combine it all together, heat it through. Like I said, it was pretty much, the meat was all cooked through now. So we're just going to let that go. And we're going to come over here and we're going to make the cheese part of it. So I have in here cream cheese. This is the first time I am ever combining pasta with cream cheese. I was giving me a face. But I said, I'm going to try this. It's called $1 Million Pasta. So it's cream cheese. And of course, we're going to add ricotta cheese to it. This was just one of those normal blocks that you get over there. And I guess I'm just going to use this. And it calls for the ricotta cheese, it's 15 ounces. So again, this is 32. So we're going to use half of this. So we always get everything jumbo at the restaurant, so it's good for measuring because you definitely just can't pour this all in here. Has to be half of it. So that's going to be 15 ounces here. That's about half of ricotta cheese. Okay, and then we have our cream cheese. Now we left it out so it could get room temperature. This way it's soft and it's easy to stir. And also we're going to put in 1/3 of a cup of Parmesan cheese. So we're just going to eyeball this right now. And I got to show you something, guys. Sometimes I take flack from people on here for using cheese that's already grated. A lot of people are like, ew, that's plastic, it's fun. Ford cheese is an amazing cheese, okay? I have been using this cheese since I was a child. This was my Nana's favorite cheese. So I don't care what anyone says, I use it. She used it in all her stuff. I love it. Okay, so to this, I'm probably going to have to use something a little bit. Do you have a regular tablespoon over there?
No, I have no spoons in my house.
All right, smarty. You see what I have to put up with even at work? Yeah, this is just a little bit too. All right, so we're going to mix together the ricotta and the cream cheese. Yeah, the spoon looks way better. Okay.
It says you got to bring her some.
Oh, it's coming to work, girl. We'll eat it. Don't worry. We're going to be the guinea pigs to this today. I'm glad she's watching. Gina is one of my amazing servers, and I love her, and I'm glad that she joined our team. Okay, so we've got this all mixed up here. The cream cheese, the ricotta cheese. It actually looks kind of good. Yeah. I mean, if you really wanted to stick with like the traditional, you could use the mascarpone, but you won't get that tang. And I'm thinking that cream cheese is going to add a little tang to this, which is going to be good. And while I was just mixing this, I was thinking you could probably add in goat cheese if you really wanted to get
that would be good.
Adventurous. You know what I mean? That would probably be really good. Thank you for stirring that. Okay, this is all stirred up. We are moving along here. This is another simple recipe, guys. I told you. Let me take this out of here. Yeah, guys, I'm using one of these aluminum pans today. This is a 9x13 because I'm going to transport it. And we're not going to serve this at the restaurant. We're going to just kind of let the servers taste it today and see how everything turns out. This way, if we like it, maybe we could serve it at the restaurant. Okay, so over here is the spaghetti. And so we have our meat that's done. Everything looks good here. You could also add pepperoni to this if you wanted to, bits of salami. That's a good thing about Italian cooking. You could really add a lot of things to it. This is just sausage and beef, but pepperoni probably layered in here would be really kind of cool. I'm just trying to get one of these pasta noodles and see. Done. All right, I'm going to turn the heat off on both of these, and I'm going to add the spaghetti right to this. And I was thinking, well, maybe I should break it, but we'll see how it goes. I don't know how this long spaghetti is going to go. So I got my little spider out here, and we're just going to transfer this into here. I keep thinking that's a bird.
No, it's my dryer.
It's your dryer. Guys, just a couple more days and I think I might be able to cook in my kitchen. Ooh, I know it's been a long trek. It's almost 4 months. January 3rd, I think he started. My daughters have a bet going of when he'll be done with it. And when I told Josh, he got so mad. So hoping.
Motivation.
That's what I said. I said, okay, well, this will put a little spark under you now to get done. Okay, so I'm just going to toss this together in the bowl. This is hot as Hades. Actually looks really good, doesn't it?
It looks like spaghetti bolognese.
It really looks, that's exactly what it is. Okay. We got it all mixed up here. Probably eat it just the way it is. Okay, so this is going to come off. Let me just pull this over here. Now this is where the really rich part comes to this. This is the 9x13. I sprayed it because you don't want anything to stick up on the sides. And now we have a stick of butter that they want you to put down on the bottom. So this is definitely, I know Abby's looking at me like, are you kidding? She's so health conscious. Okay, so we put these down on the bottom. And now we're going to add some of this. Let me add this in. It says half of the mixture. Let's see how this baked spaghetti turns out here, guys. Would help probably if I had the right utensils today. I've been buying so many new things for the kitchen, and then I'm like, why? I have everything. All I did was, it's just a new kitchen. It's not, I don't need new utensils and stuff.
Right.
Okay, so I'm spreading this out in this pan here. So I put it right on top of the butter. Let me see if I can get some of the meat sauce to put on the top here.
It's nice to get new things, though.
I just want the new kitchen. I know, he's put my floor down today, so I'm super excited about it. Okay, this looks pretty good like this, okay? So I have a nice combination here of the spaghetti that's down, and I did put some extra meat sauce on there. Now it says to spoon this cheese mixture in here, right on top. So to me, this is honestly just almost like lasagna. I think it's going to be great, Abs. I think when we bake it, you're going to love it. I think you will. She was always my child that never wanted to try anything. And now she loves everything.
It's just the butter throwing me off.
Yeah, but that butter is going to make this very rich. Okay, I'm just going to spread this right over top like this. Wow. Look at you today, bud.
I know.
That's all I want to do. It is Friday, and I just want to relax, but we got a busy night ahead of us. We got a big party up coming in. Okay, look how easy it's spread because it was room temperature. Now you're putting it on top of hot pasta and the sauce, so that helped it to spread out even more. And now we're just going to put on the rest of this. So I'm just going to go right ahead and pour it on.
Yeah, it's going to have all the meat on top.
It's going to be nice. Mm-hmm. Woo, this is the perfect size pan for this too. Look at that. Alrighty. Oh yes, Track, I hear you, buddy. Okay, so that goes perfectly on top there. And now, okay, we're going to put on our mozzarella cheese. Of course, this is exactly like a lasagna, but it's got that little piece of heaven inside there tucked away. This is 2 cups of, shredded mozz. So, no surprises there. We always have to end our Italian food with shredded mozz. All right, so we just spread that around. And for me, I like to top off a little bit with the parm. Look how beautiful. Okay, here's going to be the kicker. They want this on the top.
Stop it.
That's exactly what it said. Hey, if you've ever watched Giada and you watch her finish her things, she'll end it with like a little dab of butter on the top. And I think that's the reason why. And then we're just going to put a little bit of parsley on the top. And look at that, guys, $1 million pasta. So we're going to put this in the oven, and it's going to cook for 20 minutes covered. So you would take aluminum foil, spray the aluminum foil, and you put it over, and that's a trick so it doesn't stick. Spray it with the cooking spray. Push it down, 20 minutes covered, and then you're going to take the cover off, and you're going to cook it 20 minutes uncovered. So 40 minutes altogether at 350, and it's going to come out to be amazing. So I'm going to take this to the restaurant and cook it, and I will show you guys the finished product later on Facebook. But in the meantime, you got to try it. You got to cook it. It's $1 million pasta. I hope it comes out good. I'm a Yankee making Southern food. All right, guys, have a great weekend. I'm glad the volume worked. Enjoy. It's beautiful weather.